Welcome back, Herfers. It is just a gorgeous afternoon here in Nashville. I've got a Flathead 660 this afternoon. Hope you're all having a great day. Now, this past weekend, I was in a little town called Anniston, Alabama. It's about halfway between Birmingham and the Georgia state line. And like usual, I wanted to find a place to enjoy a great steak. And I found a place that I thought you guys would enjoy learning about called Ligero Leaf. And got some great videos, some photos, as well as a special treat, a conversation with the owner, James Roberts, to learn more about the building, how he got into cigars, and what else is coming up around the corner for him. So sit back and get a taste of some Southern hospitality. Enjoy a look at Ligero Leaf. Herfers, welcome back to the Traveling Herf. I'm in Anniston, Alabama. I'm here at Ligero Leaf here in Anniston alongside the owner, James Roberts. James, thanks for hospitality for starters.
Yeah.
And love the place, man. Tell me about it.
Thanks. We opened up a little over 4 years ago, June 2018, in the city of Anniston. The city of Anniston had a very, very strict smoking ordinance code, which took 16 months to get an exemption for. Yeah. So opened up. We've been going a little over 4 years. Just 2 weeks ago, purchased the property, closed on the property purchase.
Oh, fantastic! Congratulations.
So thanks. So there's a little bit more work to be done to kind of bring it to the ultimate look that I want it to have. But the last leg of that look I wouldn't have done it until I purchased the property. So gonna get started on that here pretty soon.
So one of the things I love about cigars is they bring people together. You know, a lot of my favorite memories, I got a cigar in my hand, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get into it? What attracted you to cigars in the first place?
I got into it actually over playing poker.
All right.
I played my first kind of real poker game with money, and I thought you had to have a cigar to sit at a poker table and play poker. And then first cigar I had was one called a Bucanero. I just remember it tasting like it was eating a habanero pepper, but quickly realized I just liked the aroma. I liked the flavor on it, and I found myself just relaxing in a way that was just, I hadn't really relaxed before.
Yeah.
So it was just brought on with a pleasant smell of the cigar smoke and so that's kind of how I got into it.
Were cigars in your family prior to you, or?
No, I have a younger brother who also smokes cigars. He's a heavy big time cigar guy, and we got into it just about the same time. Just happened to get into it. We didn't know we had both gotten into it.
Yeah.
And this was probably back in '95 or so. So we've been doing it for a while, but we just both got into it. So I don't get to see him much, but when I get to see him, cigars are one of the first things we always get to talk about.
That's great.
Yeah. What I've smoked lately, what he's smoked lately, and so yeah.
So the Ligero Leaf here, we got a bar back here in the back. Tell me about your humidor back here.
Humidor, there's probably 30. I probably have 30 brands in there. Probably 475 to 500 facings. Got a lot of the big stuff, a lot of the big name brands, but I like having a lot of boutique brands. I don't like doing the Cohibas and the Monte Cristos and the Romeo Julietas. I'm not a big fan of those, not because of the cigars really, but just the companies that sell those. I don't really do a lot of business with those companies, but that's personal choice. But we got a lot of boutique stuff. We had a guy from Huntsville about 2 years ago that started a cigar brand, and we brought a couple of boxes of his stuff in to do it. So I like the big name stuff, but I like a lot of the good stuff is really the small boutique brands that I love having stuff that people come in here and they aren't familiar with.
Hard to
So I
find
get,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
so I get to, or maybe stuff that they've never heard of. So I
Yeah.
get to educate them on. I like that aspect.
We were talking about that today when we were in there. You had one there that I never heard of before too.
Yeah,
Which is really good.
yeah. There's a couple of smaller brands like a few of them that Caldwell. I've got La Galera in there, which is they're fully integrated. They're a boutique company, but they're fully integrated, and I really like their stuff.
Those are really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your own palate like? I mean, what do you like to smoke?
I'm a medium-bodied smoker. I'll smoke mild. I'll smoke a Connecticut, or I'll smoke a full-bodied smoke. But generally, I smoke mild. I often I'd probably say 75% of what I've got in there is medium-bodied, medium minus to medium plus. But that's what I think 80% of the customers are looking for, is something medium-bodied.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good fail-safe to. Somebody comes in here buying a cigar from somebody and I have no idea what they like, then a medium body's a good, if they smoke a mild and I don't know it, they can smoke a medium bodied. If they smoke a full bodied and I don't know it and sell them a medium body, they can they can enjoy a medium bodied.
Yeah.
So, but I think most of the stuff out there is kind of medium strength.
So how does that process work? Do you get to try a handful of them before you decide you're going to bring them in, or do you just have to go off what the rep tells you? How does that work?
No, usually I'll get samples, usually from the trade show out in Vegas, the PCA trade show. That's kind of where to go to get a lot of samples. That's how some of the brands in there. That's how I learned about them, was getting samples from a lot of them, and the cigars that I really enjoy, then talk to them and then bring them in.
So for we get a lot of emails from folks who are brand new to cigars, may not know what that trade show is. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's an industry trade show. A group called the PCA runs it. It's out in Vegas. I went in 2018 and 2019. In 2018, it was done at the Westgate Casino. In 2019, it was done at the Venetian. I didn't go in 2020 because of COVID. Obviously, in 2021, I didn't go that year either, and I didn't go this past year. It's just gotten kind of expensive.
Yeah. Everything is in Vegas, right?
Yeah, and it got to the point, the last trade show I went to, I spent a good bit more money and came back with a fraction of the samples that I got the year before, and I got to looking at, I could really do I can go to the trade show and come back with maybe 150, 200 samples, or I could do one really good cigar order for the humidor, of one big order, and it just got more valuable to me just to do a bit. Yeah, of course, when I got to go to Vegas, and I got to have somebody pay them to work here, so that added expense too.
So, are you the only owner-operator here, or do you have like a staff? Or?
No, I have a bartender that comes in on Friday nights, but I pretty much run this one myself.
Okay.
I've got one in Auburn too. I bought in 2019, but I have a staff that runs that one. And I get down there once or twice a week just to make sure that it's still running right. So, but
Is it under the same brand, or is it?
No, and I bought it from, it was another fella that opened it, and I bought it from him. But it's a cigar bar, but that one's a little bit more bar focused, where this one's more cigar focused.
Yeah.
So totally different group, totally different type of clientele. So this one, there's more of a cigar culture here that doesn't really exist at the other one. The other one in Auburn has a much more casual cigar crowd. So I obviously enjoy this one better because this one's more cigar focused.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's that up next for Ligero? Is there any events coming up?
Yeah, we've got a Christoph event this next Thursday. We've got an EP Carrillo event. We just had to reschedule it. We were supposed to have it October 7th with their new Allegiance release, but that Allegiance release got pushed back. And I like doing events with companies when they have a new release, because all the customers always come in and ask what's new. So I always try to have, if it's a company I've had an event with before, I always try to do an event when they have a new release, because every customer that comes in an event wants to know what's new is the first thing out of their mouth.
Sure.
So I always like to have something new from the company. So that's the reason we pushed the EP Carrillo event back. We're doing bringing in Dunbarton and Trust, which is Steve Saka, bringing him in at the end of October, and then mid-November we've got a Drew Estate event, which is always a big event because
Yeah.
we get all the regular cigar crowd, and then we get all the flavored crowd that comes for the Drew Estate event. So it's very, very busy.
So if you're in the southeast, if you're in the Anniston, Alabama area, this is the place to be. You know, make sure you get out here and check out some of these events. There's a lot of good stuff happening over here. So, what are you smoking here?
This is a Aganorsa cigar. It's the I think it's that new La Valedición that just came out. It's delicious. Aganorsa's, I'm a big fan of their stuff. Their stuff tastes like a spiced up graham cracker to me, which is I really like their stuff. So I'm kind of big on Aganorsa stuff right now. So yeah.
And I'm working on a Christoph GC here, so it's a great smoke as well. So, anything you want to tag us out with, man? Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, well, it's if anybody comes and, you know, the bar looks one way now, in about 6 months it's going to look completely different.
Oh, no
so
kidding.
that's what. Yeah, well, new walls, new floors, the patio. We got a patio and really going to kind of decorate it up, and a lot of stuff in the bathroom, a lot of things on the bar, and yeah. So it's also a great place to have if you're a bourbon guy, because we get it because of my bar in Auburn. The volume I do in Auburn, I get some pretty hard to get stuff at the bar here. I've got, like, we do some of the Wellers. We get Pappy at Pappy Van Winkle in Auburn. The Elmer T. Lee, a lot of the E.H. Taylor stuff, and the Blantons, obviously, and the Eagle Rare and the Buffalo Trace. So good bourbon selection. We get a lot of allocated stuff at both bars.
Now, I'm in town for a convention this weekend, and I'm hearing all this. So perhaps I need to rethink my schedule. Is what I'm thinking. So. James, thanks for hospitality, man.
Absolutely,
I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And guys, make sure you get out here and check out Ligero Leaf here in Anniston, Alabama. And so keep your comments coming, keep your ideas coming in. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Herfers, I hope you enjoyed a glance at Ligero Leaf. I want to thank James again for his hospitality. He did not have to take the time to spend with us, but he did, and I appreciate that. So when you're in the area, check it out. You know, comfortable place to enjoy a cigar. He's continuing to make it even better, and I got a chance to spend some time with a couple of the regulars as well. A couple of great guys, and one of them said to me, "So, you know, Jeremy, this place feels like home." And that says a lot, you know. So when you're in the area, check it out. A lot of events coming up as well. So get out there and support Ligero Leaf. So next week, we're gonna be doing a cigar review. We got a suggestion from a listener, follower, if you will, a cigar that she wants me to tell her all about it so she knows what to talk about when she gets it as a gift. So I thought that was pretty cool because she's kind of new to cigars. So that's gonna be kind of fun to kind of give her a little feedback on a stick that she thought looked kind of neat, and she wanted to know more about it. So we'll be doing that next week. And you guys know the drill. Like it, follow it, share it. Keep the ideas coming in. Thank you for all your support. And as always, Herfers, make today a great one. We'll see you soon.